Duke McKenzie is a former world champion boxer in 3 different weights and boxing commentator for Talk Sport Radio. He joins me tonight from London, England. Mr. McKenzie, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for inviting me on your show.
This is what everybody is talking about. You're not watching tonight?
I don't think I will, because I am a boxing fan, and as a former boxer myself, it's a little bit of a freak show for me, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Well, okay. Just tell me a little bit more about that, because, you know, I understand that there are some critics out there that say this is not really true boxing, but for the pure entertainment value alone, is it not worth tuning in?
Well, listen, that's what it is. It's entertainment. It's not boxing as I know it. You know, listen, I boxed for many, many years, 17 years, with 46 professional fights under my belt, and I've commentated many, many fights on Mike Tyson in the flesh when he was in his prime. And this isn't Mike Tyson. This isn't a 21-year-old Mike Tyson we're looking at. This is a 58, 59-year-old old man now that still can't let go of the sport of boxing. He still needs to hear his name being cheered by the public. You know, I mean, I feel quite sorry for him, to be, if I'm being perfectly truthful for you. He'll have his reasons for fighting, certainly, but it can't be short of a few quid, that's for sure. It can't be short of money. So you've got to question what his motives are for fighting. Now, I've seen several clips of Mike Tyson in training, and this isn't the same Mike Tyson you know, I'm certain of that, or that I know.
Well, he certainly looks like he's got the fire in him still. He slapped Jake Paul in the face, I think it was yesterday, in advance of this fight. You know, Newsweek interviewed a lot of experts, and a lot of them said, you know, you're saying this isn't a true fight, and it's kind of sad. But there was Cliff Burra, who's a founder of a gym in London where you are, Diesel Gym, and he said you've got somebody who is an elite, legendary boxer against someone who is up and coming. That is where entertainment comes from. That is where thrills come from.
It doesn't hold an interest for him, because this isn't a boxing match per se. It is purely entertainment. Now, there are several rumours floating around suggesting that Mike Tyson might carry this guy for a few rounds. Now, in the real world of boxing, you don't do that. In the real world of boxing, you go out there and you want to win at all costs, and you want to take the guy's head off at all costs. You know, so what are we led to believe? Are we led to believe that this is a little bit of a freak show, or it's a real fight? Mike Tyson hasn't boxed any real rounds for a number of years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is, and him to be going back into the ring now and fighting 2-minute rounds. It's 8 2-minute rounds. There's not a title on the line. It's 2-minute rounds, not 3-minute rounds. They're going to have really big gloves on, I believe, like 16-ounce gloves on,
14.
Which you don't do in heavyweight boxing. Yeah. There's so many things that are going against this being a real fight. I don't even know if Mike Tyson couldn't get a license anywhere in the world other than where he's fighting right now.
I mean, but don't you think that there's a positive in terms of it's gotten people talking about the sport again? And do you think it has the potential of drawing in potential new fans?
Well, I mean, you know, you've got your hardened boxing fans who know what boxing really is, and then you've got your entertainment fans who know nothing about the sport, who just want to see two guys. You know, you've got a name in Mike Tyson, a legend in Mike Tyson, getting back into the ring. But what they're going to see is an old man getting back into the ring who has to be considered well past his sell-by date and a shadow of his former self.
So, you know, you mentioned that there are rumors swirling around that Mike Tyson might take a few rounds. There are also rumors swirling around that this whole thing is fixed. What do you make of that? And do you think it is?
Well, I mean, this is Mike Tyson we're talking about. At one point, this guy was the baddest man on the planet. Now, if you can imagine for one moment, if he could turn back the clock on a serious level, and if he hit this guy, he would be in serious danger of doing some serious damage. And I don't want to suggest anything, you know, really, really bad, but you know, this Jake Paul boy could end up in a really bad place, and there's no amount of money that can buy your health.
Right. I got to ask you before I let you go here, and we know Mike Tyson said, I mean, he bit Evander Holyfield part of his ear off, so I mean, you know, Mike Tyson can hold his own. And 59 is not as old as it used to be. Who do you think is going to win tonight, this matchup, Tyson or Paul?
Well, isn't it an exhibition? I'm led to believe this is an exhibition. that it's not an actual fight. So at the end of it, there may not be a winner. Do you see what I mean? Unless somebody gets knocked out, there may not be a winner. I don't think this fight will go the distance. I think it's going to end with some real kind of controversial ending. You know, somebody might break a leg, somebody might break their back, or something crazy is going to happen, because this is entertainment. This isn't boxing where, you know, Mike Tyson's going to knock somebody out, or, you know, or Jake Paul's going to knock somebody out. Jake Paul hasn't boxed anybody with any credibility whatsoever to suggest that he can beat Mike Tyson, even on a bad day.
Right. Okay, Duke, well, we will certainly see who is victorious tonight. I know that you won't be watching. A lot of other people will, though. Duke, appreciate your time and your perspective. That is Duke McKenzie, who is a former world champion boxer and boxing commentator, joining us from London tonight.